everybody, welcome to Build It Mondays. I am playing Lost Vault. Got a 4-account situation going on here. I thought we'd do a little bit of housekeeping, do a couple of battles in our clan, do some exploring, clean up our inventory, make sure our shelter is improving, and go raid some other folks. So if you're up for all that, come on and join me. Let's roll. Alright, welcome back. Hey, here we go. So yeah, I haven't been playing Lost Vault as much as usual. Though we do have our Vault coffee working pretty well here in the background. It's been exclusively very hot here in the post-apocalyptic future of Midtown Sacramento. Just extremely muggy, uncomfortable, gross. Just autumn is gone. It's just been kicked in the face by like a Humvee. Like a Humvee just ran it over. It's over. It's been kicked in the face by one of the mounts you get in the game. But it's been very, very just not great. Still, it's beautiful weather, and we should be happy. We're not dealing with hurricanes and flooding and other horrible things that some of you folks out there in the Midwest and the East are dealing with. And I really am saying, keep your families safe, Godspeed, and be careful out there, please. Take advantage of the evacuations if you need to, and please let us know in the comments if you are dealing with special issues like your internet being out, because I know a couple of my YouTubers' internets have been out. And I know a couple of my friends are dealing with possibilities of hurricanes, stuff like that. So please be careful out there. I have my sis in Texas. Please be careful, sis. Stay away from those hurricanes. She's a sweetheart. Me and Queen Angel are going to have smoothie today. I don't know if I'm going to have a protein shake or if I'm going to have a bowl. Because it's lunchtime, I might go for a bowl, something a little bit heavier. We'll see. But yeah, our dear Angel 2, the first daughter, is going to be making the smoothies. She works at our local Capital City Squeeze. And she does a fantastic job. In fact, she's the person that I prefer to drink smoothies from or eat bowls from, because she's the only one other than her coworker who knows how to make them right. Our co-worker is good too. So, but there's about only, so far, other than the owner, there's only a few people I trust to make my bowl right. And the bowl is like a little selected. Fruit, Survivor. Granola, my resources. Selected. Different kind badges. Of things inside of rewards. It. And 2 tab 3 of 3. Real tasty. Anyway, check it out. Anyway, let's get our Necromancer going. Let's collect our numerous rewards. And then we'll try to do our Mercenary and some of our other accounts. All right, let's go. Let's collect our rewards. And I've been meaning to get Lost Vault on Build It Mondays, and I know y'all been like, what's taking me so long? Well, as I run out of things to do on other titles, I do tend to move back to some of my earlier successful playthroughs like Lost Vault. But I don't like to wear them out because, as I said, I haven't been playing Lost Vault as much as possible because there hasn't been a lot to do in Lost Vault. There's been no updates. There's events that are built in, which is one of the saving graces. But other than that, there isn't a lot going on. Though if I know Kamil Rykowski, the maestro, he will eventually finish working on other projects and come back. And he might come back and drop a couple little cool things into the game to give us some things to do. Number one, more quest chains, more monsters, more adventures, puzzles, items. Come on, you got to revamp all this stuff. It's so dated. But yeah, those are some of the things Kamil could do to make this game fun again. Also, it gets to be a bit of a grind on your way to level 100. I'd like to see more things for higher level players to do to make it to the max level. You've got to open up more leveling possibilities. The experience rewards are terrible. And of course, the rewards for attacking other shelters isn't that great either. I'd like to see that triple so that we can actually upgrade our shelters into something magnificent. I totally like to see it that you can permanently open the pet slots. Right now you can't. You can only open them up temporarily. And I'd also like to see the cost for getting permanent rides lowered. And of course, more group activities for clans to do other than just a reactor. Because right now, with just a reactor, it's getting a little bit, kind of not much to do. I'd like to see more mini games related to the functionality of the buildings inside of the clan. Like, make it so that when we donate, it opens up monsters and bosses and mini games. If I can get my people to be more excited about the game, then that really helps the game, right? So yeah, I'd like to see more things open up. Before we get too far into the show, I just want to send a big shout out to MyNoise. I've got a Tranquil Ocean mixed in with I forgot Telecaster licks or something. Route 55 or something. So very nice mixture. Again, you can find MyNoise in my description, as well as Lost Vault. And of course, if you do have questions, I have a recent question about a lag issue I was having with VoiceOver. That is not my fault. That is iPhone. And it might be that I need to upgrade my phone, but look, I try to get rid of whatever's on my phone that's not doing anything, but I don't like to look for, load, and reload games. Sometimes if you offload a game, you may never get that game back again. So I do have a tendency to hold on to a lot of games. I think I might have about 100 games on my phone. So what I do periodically, if my phone looks like it's getting a little laggy, or if the VoiceOver and iMovie connection is getting laggy, I'll start deleting photos. Now, right now, I have one of the highest levels of iCloud storage you can have. So if you're worried about that, don't. I have extremely high iPhone storage. Like, it costs quite a bit per month. And on top of that, I try to keep my photos to a minimum. I only keep what I need for my projects. And lastly, I try to get rid of games that are large and that are doing nothing. Like, if there's a game I'm going to be playing on Build It Mondays or Retro Rogue, I will keep it. If there's a game I'm playing weekly, I keep it no matter what. But for the most part, if it's like out of my grab bag or my strange games that I just want to play, I will keep them for a while. But if I don't get around to them within a few months, I usually just delete them. It's not too hard to get them back again. But yeah, I've gotten rid of quite a few games and in an attempt to get rid of some of the lag issues on my phone. Now, mind you, this is a refurbished phone. It isn't my new phone I had when y'all first heard me recording a lot. I lost that phone in an Uber and I never got it back because, they burned me. But let's also mention that isn't anybody's fault here on the channel or any game's fault. My phone just tends to be not as good as my brand new phone was. Now, will I be upgrading my phone? Yes, 2025, I will probably be upgrading my phone to the newest model of iPhone. I don't want to do it too soon because there's bound to be something that comes out really late in that year. So we're looking to upgrade to maybe 16, 17, 18, I don't know. It doesn't matter to me, long as it's fast, fresh, and powerful. So that is what we'll be doing coming up 2025. Also, I'll be doing that because I'm actually going to be removing some phones and things from my account. People growing up, getting onto their own lives, so I don't have to really cover much things on my phone. It's just going to be me, Queen Angel, and First Daughter on my phone, and that will mean that my bill will go down, and then I'll be able to actually afford to upgrade my phone. So that's really cool. Coffee's really good. It's 63 degrees here in the lost post-apocalyptic realm of Lost Vault here in Midtown. It's still muggy, still nasty, but yeah, the coffee's tasting good. I didn't turn on the AC because it's 63 degrees and my AC would bring the temperature up to 73. So there's no point in turning on the AC.
Daily
it's
bonus.
not really going to help.
Claim. Button.
Now maybe
Claim.
in about an hour I'll turn
Loyalty
it on
reward.
and then I'll get that little windy sound y'all will hear. And of course I have a fan to my right. So sometimes you might hear a wind blowing. But I think of it as like the toxic fumes of the world. I always like to role play within my environment in my games kind of thing. All right, let's
Visit
catch
the game
my
every day to
rewards.
receive. Claim. Button. Claim. Dim.
Let's claim
Reward.
that.
Heading. Cash. 5.15 M. Bottle cap.
The
2.
numbers are too
Close.
big.
Button.
If something unusual
My
drops, I'll
resources.
mention
Cash
it.
31.9 M.
And if I'm over talking
Spin.
voiceover,
Button.
I do that occasionally. But I try for the most part not to over talk voiceover. My speaking rate sets to 65%. That's as low as I can go. Occasionally on a new game,
Show.
I'll
Button.
drop it
Daily
down
bonus.
to 60%.
Info. Selected. Reward. Info. Daily bonus. Show. Spin. Button. Spin. Dim. Reward. Heading. Cash. 2.93 M. Close. Button.
Okay, we got 5 million.
My
Couple
resource-
bottle caps.
Daily bonus.
Let's
Spin.
do our
Button.
fortune
Spin.
wheel spin. Wheel!
Reward. Heading. First aid. Common.
Fortune!
Close. Button. Spin. Button. Spin. Reward. Heading. Cash. 2.93 M. Close. Button. Spin. Button. Spin. Reward. Heading.
Cash.
First aid. Common.
First aid, buff potion. Almost 3 million cash. Well, another buff potion. That's not bad. These are good for arenas. First aid potions are good for arenas. Now that's another thing. I was going to do an IMO series, but I'll just kind of include it here in today's episode. One of the things I'd like to see happen with all these buff potions is that they can be combined to make unique buff potions. They should last longer, and you shouldn't have to use your talents to do
First
that.
aid. Common.
Your professions should allow you to do that. So I'd really like to see professions really come into the game. Right now, I don't think there are any. So let's get blacksmithing, let's get alchemy, let's get tailoring, let's get engineering, let's get all the professions into the game. The game needs a profession revamp. And please don't give it to everybody. Make people choose what they want to use. Secondly, let's make sure that people can trade. Let's make it so that I can trade or sell my valuable items to my clan, number one, to other people in the world, number two. Put some, of course, some protections in there so people can't make it broken. Put some price restrictions, put some bot controlled stuff in there so it doesn't get too ridiculous. And number three, let's do some work with the PvP. Right now, I don't like it. It doesn't really offer anything. It's not exciting. It's not fun. The same people win the same way over and over again. Make it fun. Make some leveling. PvP should level separately from your character leveling. So let's make PvP a separate leveling endeavor. Start everybody off at 0. And that's another thing. Start all the game's fields back down to 0. Everybody should start from 0. We should have a total fresh start. Start everything back at 0. Make people work back up the leaderboards. Keeping everything the status quo is terrible. It's just so basic. It's so redundant. It's so not redundant. It's kind of like boring. Like everything's kind of doing the same thing over and over again. Let's have some excitement. Let's let people struggle and fight to get back up to the top again. And also, let's bring some more clan activities in, like clan wars, clan versus clan wars. Right now, you fight them, you win, you lose, nothing really happens. How about some progression? Like our clan wins 10 times, we open and unlock some new abilities for our
70%.
clan.
Close.
Right now,
Button.
I don't think
65%.
you get anything.
Words.
You
Carrot.
just get
Vertical
some
headings.
like
aid.
reputation.
Close. Button.
That's not very exciting. I want
Spin.
some
Button.
tangible rewards.
Dim.
Let's get some tangible
Reward.
rewards
Heading.
built
Cash.
into clan and
2.93 M.
PvP.
Close.
That would be
Button.
fantastic. Make that a
Spin.
separate
Button.
leveling
Spin.
criteria. Make
Reward.
that a
Heading.
separate
Experience.
kind of
611K.
world. Let people build up that stuff.
21.01%. Close. Button. My resources. Cash 40.7 M. Bottle cap 162. Button.
Cash. Experience, nice. Experience is always good. It is a super major grind to get to level 100. I am 21% to level 100, and it will take a long time. Again, it helps that you participate in special events, that you put on as much buffs, but for the most part, the only real way to level is to wait for a special event and to pop a 50% experience increase from a magazine, and also to benefit from the 150% increase from the events, the world events. But the world events are too far and too few in between. They need to be tripled. They need to be tripled. At least 3 to 4 events per month is exactly what we need. Right now, the leveling process is stagnant. People are moving so slowly. And I understand it works more like a classic MMO, but in a way, it's moving too slow.
Spin.
Most
Free spin.
MMOs,
Spin. Dim.
by
Button.
the amount of time most of us have put into the game right now, we'd already be maxed
One
out.
items. Tab
But
2 of
not
6.
in this game, because it just goes so incredibly slow. How about opening up some opportunities for ambitious folks to level a little bit quicker? Because right now, it's such a drawn out process. It needs to be expanded greatly. All right, we're done with our freeze. Let's go to our items. Because I only log in at this point once a week, and that's to do my clan donations, do a couple of PvP battles, and basically take care of my pets and reset them into their eggs to start hatching. But let's see, I think our egg is hatched, so let's open it up. And again, that's another thing I'd like to see in my IMO combination here. Pets have got to do more. Right now, they don't do as much damage as they can. They need to be able to have more abilities, and they should have a leveling structure. Just like our super companion has like a bit of a leveling profession, how about making it so that our pets can also be leveled? Let us put equipment on them. I don't see why we can't put equipment on pets. I don't see why not. Why not? You can make it less equipment, but give us the ability to get equipment. And in fact, let's make this even crazier. Give us specific equipment for pets. There are like, 100 different pets? How about 100 different equipment sets with varying degrees of rarity? So octopus pets can have octopus gear. Rats can have rat gear. Foxes can have fox gear. Blobs can have blob gear. Let's go crazy. And even if monsters can't have gear, because traditionally in RPGs, monster and beast class can't wear equipment, give them something to make them stronger, either a beast core, monster core, spirit core, demon core, whatever. Give them some ability to become stronger. Give them something to eat to become stronger. Because right now they don't do anything very much. They don't grow. They just come in at a level and they stay there. I would prefer to get rid of all the high-end level monsters, reboot the whole system, and let my monster start at level 1 and let my monster level up from battles. That would encourage people to play the game, because they'd have to level up any new beast they got. Yeah, it's a grind, but it'd be fun. And especially if your beast can learn different abilities.
Heading not found.
And let's breed our beast. Let our beast breed. Let's put an octopus with a rabbit. Let's put a rabbit with a fox. Let's put a fox with a eagle.
Level 99 elemental egg. Image.
Have fun.
Incubation.
That's what it's all about. Some
Open.
mixes
Button.
will be worse than others.
Incubation. Zero.
Some might create really
Common.
rare
Cat. Aerial.
like breeds. Let's have fun with the game. It's a
Damage
fantasy game. It
11,870.
doesn't need to be realistic.
Armor 7,122.
All right. Let's get our incubators open. Let's open our elemental egg should be open. Let's open it.
Increase damage 12.31%.
We
Extra
got
cash
an
0%.
aerial.
Level 99. Equip. Upgrade. Lock. Cash 1.37. Cash 1.37. Adoption.
And I don't think it's going to do anything
Adopting a
because
pet will- yes,
once you get the
button.
pet you want, whether
My
it's
resources.
damage
Cash
or
42.1
cash
M. Scraps
or
2.84
experience,
M. Bottle cap
then pretty
162.
much the game
Button.
just ends like right there. There's no more things to do with the pet. So pets need to either do more or they need to have unique abilities that grow with you as a player. Would be really cool. Would be really cool if we can donate our pets toward our clan. That way, if somebody wants one of our pets, they can take the pet, and then the money they give toward the pet would go toward
Selected.
the clan's.
Items. Tab 1 of chests. Heading.
Basically,
First aid.
it's
Common.
bank. It's cash.
Common.
So that would
First
be
aid.
kind of cool.
Duration
You can
12 hours,
donate
0
a
minutes.
pet,
Endurance
a
plus
very
10%.
special pet
Level
for a
98.
new leveling
Consume.
clan member.
Button.
They'd have a
My
very
resources.
powerful
Cash
pet,
42.1
and then their
M. Stack of
donations
chests.
or
First
bottle
aid.
caps
Common.
will go
Dragon
toward the
staff.
clan
Uncommon.
to make the clan stronger. And then that player has
Level
goodwill
99.
because they know they got
Equip.
a nice pet.
Upgrade. Lock.
Or
Cash.
we can even
44
gift it to
scraps.
other players.
100.
That would be really cute.
My resources. Cash 42.1 M. Scraps 2.84 M. Bottle cap 162. Button.
Let's just take that first aid buff potion. It's worth 10%. Not bad. I'm going to get rid of some of this junk equipment. The gymming system. The gymming system has become stagnant. Here's what we need to do, IMO. Let's take all those gyms that we don't use and not only be able to equip them into the gear, but let us equip them into the pet. Let us equip more than one gym into equipment that's artifact. If equipment is artifact, we should be able to put 2 to 3 gyms inside of it. That would greatly raise power and not be too much coding. Again, I'm sympathetic to how much work Kamil does. Let's make this easy. Let's just make these a part of a 1-year-long upgrade system. Let's clean out all the pets, restart them all from level 1. Let's clean out all the arenas, start them from level 1. Of course, we don't want to take away people's progress, so let people stay whatever levels they are. But let's give them substantially more ability to increase their level. Take the experience gains, quadruple them. They're way too low. Way too low. Yes, lower level players are going to level quickly, but that's fine. Cash income is really not that great. And yeah, you could focus on nothing but cash, and you might be a little bit far ahead of the curve, but let's make it so that other people can switch off their focus into getting more cash. Let's make it so that certain pets give a lot of cash. So if I want to get a pet with very low power, I can focus on cash. So let pets do a little bit more. Right now, the most they can kind of do is like 10, 20% more cash. I'd like to increase that to 100%, maybe 200%. And damage, let's increase how much damage specialized, rare, exotic, epic, or legendary pets do. Let them do 30, 40% more damage. Let them do 50% more damage. Artifact pets, let's bring in artifact pets. Let them do 100% more damage. Let them attack more than once. Give them a talent tree. Not just our companions. Now our companions, they're pretty good. They're set up pretty well. But here's what the companions are missing. Companions should have their own pet. So double up pets. Companions should have their own pet. Secondly, companions should have a little bit more versatility in their talent tree. It's pretty simplistic right now. It's very supportive. What if we don't want them to be supportive? Make it so that they can be much more aggressive, take more chances. Make it so that they can increase our crit by an enormous amount. Make it so that they can make us, if we're greedy, they can make our cash increase. If they're for exploring and looking for treasure, make it so that they can give us more explorers. Look, let's make an explorer pet that can give us 300 more explorers a day. And that would be increased by leveling it and spending cash into it and in pumping resources. Let's start creating natural resources. Like these are rare resources that drop in the world. For instance, a opal ruby. This would drop, and this would be a very rare drop. Given to your pet would increase its damage by 30%. let's say a special diamond gold cufflink would drop. Feed that to your pet, and now
Selected.
your pet
Items.
can
Workshop. Tattoo
scourge
3.
up another
Shop. Game with
30%
mic.
more loot.
Change frame.
So
Button.
let's
Profile
get
background.
creative
Button.
with the
To
abilities
explore.
pets can
Tap.
do.
Shiny agility gem.
And
Artifact.
let's create a storage system
Chests.
for the
Heading.
very best
Nuclear intelligence
abilities.
gem.
So if we
Uncommon.
need to get rid of a pet, we can purge
Uncommon.
its abilities off of it, put it in
Button.
storage
Cash.
for a price,
Scrap. 500.
and then when we get a new
My resource.
pet, we
Chests.
can teach
6
the
shelter.
new pet
Tab 3 of 6.
some of what our
Heading
old
not found.
pets
Incubators.
can do.
Chests.
That would
First
be
aid.
super
Common.
cool,
Silver
right?
coin.
Right?
Common. Common. Silver coin. Level 100. Lock. Cash. 4.39 M. Sell. Button. My resources. Cash for the chests. Heading. First aid. Lizard egg. Common. Common. Lizard egg. Heading.
Let's get rid of some of these.
Level
This
100.
trash.
Incubate. Button. My resources. Cash for chests. First aid. Common. Mutant egg. Common.
Let's go ahead and maybe incubate this lizard egg if it's high enough. Yeah, we'll incubate that. One of the things we could do, since you can only use a pet that you're high enough level to use, just break the pet restriction. Make it so that we can use pets of any level. It's totally okay if our pet is higher level than us. What possible difference could it make if our pet is higher level than us? None. It will never unbalance the game. The game is too heavily balanced already. In fact, we gotta unbalance the game to make it fun.
Chest.
So
Heading. First
break
aid.
the
Common.
pet
Mutant
rule.
egg. Common.
It was a great
bottle.
idea
Common.
when the companion rule was broke.
Common.
That
Water
was
bottle.
a
Water
huge
recovery plus
improvement
20%.
to the game.
Level 100.
And which
Consume.
made companions actually fun
My
to
resources.
play.
To explore. Tab 4
Break
of
the
6.
pet
Heading
rule.
not found. 6
Just
shelter.
like you broke
Tab
the
incubators.
companion rule,
Chests.
break the
First
pet
aid.
rule.
Mutant egg.
Make
Common.
it so
Wild
that our
egg.
pets
Common.
can be any level
Warlock
we
boots. Artifact.
find. They need a revamp. Right now, they're just too mundane. Yeah, we do have an artifact boot, but again, I'm not really motivated to really work really hard in this stuff. I want to build up my scraps to a very high level. Another thing, I'll be talking about what I want, in my opinion, to change about scraps. There's so much that can be done with scraps. Like scraps can be used to make specialized armor for our pets. Scraps can be used to do much more upgrades to our equipment.
Selected. Caravan.
Let's put it to use. Right now it only does one thing. Everything only does one thing. Let's make it so it can do more than one thing, and then that exponentially increases the possibilities for us in the game.
My resource. Fuel.
So we got that done. Our inventory is pretty clear. Let's do our explorers.
Food. 3.66 M. Finishes at 15. 6 hours. 7 hours. Finishes at 7. 8 hours. 9 hours. 10 hours. Finishes at 19. 30. Food. 6.09 M. Start.
We get our caravan done here.
6.09 M. Start. My resources. Cash 46.5 M. Bottle cap.
We'll take the food. Do it again. Again, the caravan does nothing but the same thing every time. Let's just wipe all this stuff out. Let me give you the caravan things that these things should do. Number 1, caravan 1, it gets all your main resources. Caravan 2, exotic equipment searching. Caravan 3, fighting random, strange, awesome monsters. Caravan 4, stuff for your clan, improvements and increases to your clan's abilities. Caravan 6 could be something like rare treasures for the character himself. Again, let's switch up the caravan to much more interesting things. Make the caravans longer, give them better rewards. That would be awesome. And another thing, The vaults get to a point where you get stuck. You're not strong enough to beat anything, and you might not ever be. You just sit there for months, years. Let's change that up. If a monster is too strong to beat, then it shouldn't be recovering hit points instantaneously. Make it so that if I keep fighting it all week long, I can beat it. Right now, they just go back to their max hit points and you never beat them. Let's make it so that we can cut their hit points down by weakening them. Trust me, if you kept beating up on a monster every week, it would get weaker, not stronger. Yeah, it's possible a monster could drink some potions, take a nap, and get stronger, blah, blah, blah. Well, let the monster get more experience points, but stop giving it back all its hit points. Right now, the monsters are impossible to beat at the high levels of the vault. You can't beat them. It's just not fun. Make it so that we can have a friend come and help us. I know, you're like, oh, it'll be abused. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If we can encourage camaraderie between people in this game, we're making this game a better game. We're improving this game. We're advancing this game. They're making this game more fun. Make it so that people can help you. They can send their character to help you, and then both of you take on the monster. You can limit it to once a week, once a month, once a year. Anything would be better than bumping your head against the wall for a year, trying to beat one monster. And the rewards are not even good. Let's make the rewards fantastic. Just one piece of artifact gear doesn't make me like do a backflip. I can get that pretty easily. Make it so that it is significantly powerful equipment that fits my character. Better yet, also include some cash and resources, because right now, those are hard to come by, unless you play every second of the day. And that isn't something a lot of people do right now. So, yeah, I play quite a bit. I've been known to play every day. But there comes a point where it just doesn't have that same luster it used to have. So let's make some exciting new gameplay aspects that gets people playing for 4 or 5 months at a time. That brings excitement. Let's bring some more sellable, pay-to-fun products into the game. Like again, let's make it so that we can permanently unlock pets with bottle caps. Let's make it so that we can unlock new worlds with bottle caps. Let's make it so that we can spend actual money on some of those things. So then that pays for the process
Poisonous,
of developing
progress 2/10 of unlock.
And
Dim,
it isn't paid
survival,
to win,
show,
it's
button.
paid to fun. It's compensating the developer for all the hard work
Next
they're
expedition
doing.
in. 0,
Let's
0
put
meters,
some
0.
fan
Ready,
input
join,
too.
button.
So
Next
if you fans
expedition
have
in.
some
0,
good
0 meters, 0.
monsters or some new
Selected.
ideas
Explore. Tab
you want
4,
to add
6
into the
shelter.
game,
Tab 3 of 6.
let's put those in.
Items.
Let's
Tab
make
2 of 6.
contests.
6
Make it so
selected.
that
Explore.
people can
Tab 4.
add in their input and then
My
we can
resources.
include that
Selected.
into the game.
Wastelands. Caravan.
That would be
Selected.
super
Selected.
awesome.
Wastelands. Tab 1 of 3.
Okay, okay, so another thing I'd like to have, in my opinion,
Tree of Life,
is
button.
a special
District 4
slot
progress.
machine
Water,
bonus
auto,
that
water,
would
auto.
occasionally
Auto explore,
double our
heading.
water for the day. The water bottles are nice. They're great. That should be something under my control. But let's make it so that occasionally our water doubles. And it's based on a random algorithm when we log in. That would be really fun. And that would give people more reasons to log in. Also, while we're in these explorers, make some random quests pop up so that we have other missions to complete. Like, let's say I'm in this perfectly beautiful place called the Tree of Life. Why not have some dryads pop up and say, hey, we need you to kill this monster, or hey, we need you to go adventure in this strange little world in this multi-universe kind of thing. Then we have more fun things to do. Then each level has some possibilities that might pop up, which makes it really fun for me as the player. So now when I level a new character, I go, ooh, I'm gonna get to the Tree of Life. That means I might find the Dryad mission. Now, you don't have to make every mission 100% going to happen. You can make the RNG low. You can make it high. You can make it so that each one pops up eventually. Because, we spend months in these explore regions. I mean, that's a long time to be exploring a region. And I understand this is an idle game. Idle games are designed to be a lot slower than your typical action RPG. I'm not looking to play an action RPG. I don't find action RPGs very fun. I mean, I like them, but I don't find them as fun as, say, an idle. I love idles, but even idles need something to switch up, something to change up, something to do different, something to grind, something different to go for. Again, as I always say, folks, if you have some opinions of your own and you want to talk about it, swing by my Discord, Game Double Tap. You'll find it in the description, as well as Lost Vault. Rate Lost Vault 5 stars in the App Store. And don't forget to put into the description, I heard it, listened to it, enjoyed it on Game Double Tap. This lets developers know that I am very serious about entertaining you, and I'm not afraid to express my opinion. And you shouldn't be either, in a positive, constructive way. I don't believe in negativity, but I do believe in talking about some things that can help games improve, especially if it's games like this that I deeply love. I want to see it improve. I don't want to see it fade away. I want to see it grow. Okay, we got that done. We've got those explorers. Let's go ahead and clear out our shelter, get a little bit more explorers in.
Refinery level produces fuel. Farm level 32 produces food required. Food 3.59 m. But food 3.59 m. Farm level 32 produces water clarifier level. Produces water 450. But water 450 produces extra water to explore the wastelands. Produces extra pawn shop level.
So people are going to rob it. That's fine. 5.97 m. Allow us to store more, so we don't have to
produces extra cash needed by every survivor. Melting plant level 30 produces work
really
7.73k.
Fundamental way of improving
7.73k. My resources, cash 97.1 m, fuel 35.9 m, food 40.6 m, farm level 32, heading. Also, I would like for us to be able to invest the resources that drop from these nodes into research to make these nodes better. Right now, we have to spend food, fuel, and money. Why don't we just let the particular thing itself create a more efficient node? Let's let it spend its own resources to create more advances so that we get more resources from them. What I mean is, say we get 1 million fuel. What if we had a little option for 100,000 of that 1 million each day to go toward internal research so that it can overall increase our fuel? So then once a week, maybe something will pop up and say, you've maxed out your research capability. Would you like to learn how to make nuclear fuel? Yes, I would love to make nuclear fuel because I want to irradiate the farm
entire
level 32
environment.
Produces food required.
So
Water
yes,
clarifier level.
let's
Produces
go.
pawn shop level 30.
So
Produces extra cash. Melting plant level 37.
And
Produces
those
workshops.
are just
Library
really
level 40.
easy,
Generates daily collect button.
requirements we can do in the game, so
Reward.
the developer
Heading.
doesn't have to code a whole new game. But the developer can take what's already built into the game and make small little micro changes into it, so that it just has that intricacy and nuance that we need to do something different. Again, a lot of the rewards are very lackluster. Like we get a lousy 34,000 experience from the library. How is that even useful? It takes, I think it's somewhere like billions of experience points for me to level. So why not increase these experiences exponentially? Like my library is almost level 40.
Produces extra cash.
It should be dropping about
Heading.
300,000 to 400,000 experience, not 34,000 experience. That's terrible. My experience drop should be huge. That's why the game moves so slow, because experience drops are so conservative, so tiny, so minuscule, so insignificant that you can't grow. It's got to be increased. It's too low. Same thing with the money. The pawn shop should be dropping 50 million, 60 million. Something like
Produces
that.
it.
I'm
Melting
not
plant
saying
level.
it needs to
Produces
be a
workshop.
billion,
Library level
but
40.
it should be
Generates
dropping
daily trinket crafter level 30.
significantly
Drops a
more
special gem
cash
to collect.
so that
Button.
we can do
Collect.
more improvements. I feel like the scraps are
Reward.
fine.
Heading.
Because the scrap cost is not that high. There aren't that many things to work with scraps. Now, if we start making it so that we can equip pets with scraps, or we can put scraps into our clan to build defenses, that'd be really fun. The trinket crafter. What if the trinket crafter actually dropped trinkets? Let it drop
Glowing intelligence
one
gem.
specialized
Close.
ring or specialized
Produces workshop
trinket or
scrap.
relic.
Library level 40.
Make
Generates
a
daily
new
X. Trinket
slot
crafter
for
level. Drops a
equipment.
special.
Right now,
Hatchery
in
level
my
29.
opinion, there
Increases
aren't
power of your
enough
warehouse level
equipments in the
37.
game.
Increases power of your pet
Let's
and brings
get
you extra extra play
equipment
room.
for our
Collect.
pet.
18 hours.
Maybe
47
this
minutes
thing could
and 11
drop,
seconds.
or maybe
Dim.
our
Button.
pet hatchery could drop equipment for
My
our
resources.
pets. Maybe
Cash
once
90
a day,
selected.
we
Raid.
could start
1 tab 2
dropping
of 3.
low-level
Invasion. 1
equipment,
tab 3
and
of
as
3.
we level up that particular building, it'll drop better.
Finishes in. Free attack. Button. Free attack. Dim. Battle.
All right, we got all that done. Our world boss fights are exciting, they're interesting, but the rewards are very, very lackluster. Very. Let's get some improvement in that. Let's add some cool stuff. Let's get some
Share.
more
Button.
scraps
Hell.
dropping.
Zeros. Hell.
Also,
1.
let's
Close.
reward
Button.
our clan
Close.
from completing these battles.
Paladin helmet. Rare.
I think
Paladin
clan
helmet.
members,
Rare.
I should be
Infinite.
able to
Helmet.
know how
Close.
much they're
Scraps.
participating
1.
in world events.
My resources.
As a
Cash
clan
97.
leader,
Rare.
I want to know
Close.
what my clan
Scraps.
is doing.
6.
So let's make
My
it so
resources.
that we
Cash
can know
97.1
how
M.
much
Shelter.
our
Tab.
clan members
Raids. 1 tab.
participate in raids and world events. And I can reward them, you know?
Beast Lair level 36. Recruit universal units which Beast recruit archery range level recruit offensive stable level 30. Show but ready. Show but my resource 0/14 0/14 shelter resources cash.
All right, let's go do our raid.
129 food 258k.
And our rating, it's too small. We don't get enough rewards. Should be triple or quadruple what we're getting from these particular fights. So people can just keep all their resources low so you can't raid them. What's the point of that? You can't get anything. So even if you do have an ability to really hit somebody, you can't because they're going to keep their resources artificially low so you can't get any rewards. And the people that aren't playing, taking their rewards, what's the point of that? Other people are just farming them and it's not very fun. We need a comprehensive, better way to get rewards from raiding other people. Make some creatures that we can raid that are special. Like, let's say I do 10 raids, I have a chance to go for a special raid. Maybe it's a special monster or creature that you create as a developer so that I can get really good rewards if I can beat it. And if I don't beat it the first time, let me go after it again. Don't bring its hit points back up to max again. That's really one of the frustrating things about this game. Everything we fight gets its hit points back up to max every time. Make it so that I can fight it, go back until I beat it. You can give it some buffs, you can make it strong, you can make it a technical fight, you can give us some choices. I've talked about this before and I'll say it again. Make it so that we can choose how we fight when we fight. That way, if you wanted to add strategy, it can happen. Right now, there is no strategy to fighting. Your character does what it does. Your talents dictate what your character can do. Your defenses dictate what will happen to you. And all your equipment just does everything. It's just a neat, perfectly done package. However, what it isn't perfect at is inviting us to have some fun, some adventure, some excitement, some adventure, some mystery,
level 45 marksman.
some failure, some
76.1k.
successes.
Damage 29.4k. Image 23/23. 76.1k. 29.4k. 5545.
Oh, at least I found somebody with some money. But of course, he's got 23 armies, so
So unfortunately, I probably won't be able to beat him because even if I equip my troops with the very best weapons, I can't beat somebody who has more troops, which makes no sense because my troops have the best equipment they can have in the game. But it doesn't matter because they still can't beat somebody just because that person has a couple people with some epic pieces of equipment on. They've got 3 more troops than me, they beat me. That doesn't make any sense. If my troops are all wearing the most powerful equipment in the game, and they still can't beat somebody with epic equipment because they have 3 more people, something is wrong with the math there. Something is wrong. And that's another big problem, in my opinion, about the PvP system here for fighting shelters. It's got to be revamped. It's not working correctly. You can beat people in this game simply by having more troops. And that shouldn't be how it works. It shouldn't be how it works. Better yet, make it so that I can equip each individual troop member. Not just one thing mirrors into all the troops. How does that work? There's no way one troop can mirror equipment for every troop member. These are not summons. These are actual creatures. If these are summons, tell us they're summons. I feel that we should have to equip every troop member. That way people out there who are just living off of one set of equipment, like myself, would have to actually put more than just one set of equipment into their characters. Let's make it so that we have to equip all of our troops and equip troops with the weapons they use. Defensive troops need defensive equipment. Archery troops or range troops need range equipment. Melee troops need melee equipment. Ambush troops who attack from behind and stuff like that, they need that kind of equipment.
Gypsy level 102
Shamanistic
Start
troops
button.
who use
Heading.
certain kind of magic, or
Explore.
druidic
Tab 4 of
troops
6.
that use certain
One clan.
nature
Tab
magic
5 of 6.
should use that kind of equipment. Let's switch the equipment and let's give them specialized equipment. We don't need to make them have all the current slots we have.
Next attack
You
in.
could just
0, 0
give
meters,
each of them
zeros.
like
Attack.
2 or
Ready.
3 primary slots that they
My
could
resources.
use.
Cache 97.1 M.
Something
Bottle
like
cap
that.
162. Button. Players. Tab 1. Selected. Clan. Arena. Tab. Find clan. Text. Search. Filters.
All right.
Button. Previous page. Button. Back. Next page. Button.
We go to my
Brazil.
clan.
Rank.
Let's get a
163.
battle in.
Renovation.
I was
Rank.
told by one of
106.
my
Brazil.
members.
Rank. 100.
They wanted me
My
to do
resources.
some more
Players.
battling.
Tab.
Let's
Selected.
get my
Clans.
battle in.
Tab 2 of 3. Arena.
But
Tab. Close.
it's super
Brazil level
not
25.
very exciting
Share.
to
Button.
do
Power
these
23 M.
battles.
Attack. Button.
You don't
Attack.
get
Dim.
anything out of
My
it.
resource. Blind/Brazil.
Again, it's not very exciting fighting them. You don't get any rewards. You get nothing from these battles against other clans. How about some real rewards? How about some real improvements to our clan?
God. Iapetus. Health. Iapetus. Victory. Close. Button. My resources. Cache 97.1 M. Bottle cap 162. Button. Zupika Guardian. Level. Lewis 1600. Shelter. Tab 3. Items. Tab 2 of 6. 1 survivor. Tab 1 of 6. Strength. Heading. Progress. Claim. Button.
Well,
Claim.
we won.
Reward. Heading. Cash. 1.72.
We don't get
Close.
anything.
Button.
See? No rewards. No
My resources.
nothing.
Cache 98.8
Again,
M.
I
Bottle
don't
cap
like that. It's
163.
just
Button.
the arena's already terrible. In this part, you get nothing either. I mean, let's get some rewards here. All right, let's go to our survival, catch our rewards.
My resources. Cache 98.8 M. Bottle cap 100.
Cash. So that's it. Again, what I mostly do here on the once a week I play is kind of catch everything up, check in with my clanmates, drop some donations, and that's about it. There isn't really anything for me to do, nothing exciting for me to do. So I'd love to see more excitement pop up. And yeah, get more money so we can do more upgrades, so we can beat harder vaults. Because that's really the whole point, right? Right now, it's so hard to beat any vaults at a certain level, it's not worth the effort. It's just not worth the effort. It's not fun. You're not chipping away at anything. It just goes right back and resets. That's like a bug. It's almost like a bug. The monster, fight him, boom. You hit him with your best shot. Didn't hurt him. He's gone back to his regular power. What's good of that? It's not fun. But yeah, thank you for joining me here on Lost Vault. The developer's name is Kamil, the maestro. He is a fantastic genius. I love what he does here. Don't misunderstand my IMO series. That doesn't mean I don't like what Kamil has done with the game. The game is supremely accessible to the blind and visually impaired. It is also very fun for those who are visually diverse. He's done so much work to make the buttons easier to mash, make it easier for you to interact, make a full tutorial. He's included language for, I think, quite a few different groups. You can pretty much select different professions as you can. I forgot what different things you can choose to be and stuff like that, but you can do different jobs, stuff like that. You can choose different companions. There's lots of pets. There's the shelters, lots of diversity in the shelters. There's lots of interaction with other players. There's a full chat system. There's a full world chat system. There's a full clan chat system. There is a full clan building process that you can participate in. You can track donations by your clan, bottle caps, money, stuff like that. You can track their donations into the altar. You can also upgrade things. You can create officer positions for folks to join. You can enjoy the vaults. You can enjoy the explorers. You can go to different areas. There's been some description placed into those areas so you know exactly what you're getting your hands into. The inventory system is intuitive and well done. It's seamless. It's streamlined. It's perfectly developed. It has been changed and has had a recent update. So you kind of know what's going on there, making it easier for you to change your name, change the colors of things. So you're visually diverse. You can change quite a few different factors, change colors, change shapes, change menu options. Understanding how much money you have was recently updated, so you actually know exactly how much money you have. It's super easy to understand those things, making it very accessible. There's really no bugs in the game at all. Very unusual for a game this large to not have any bugs, but there are no bugs. There are occasionally a few little things that kind of happen that are just idiosyncrasies that occasionally the game gets, but bugs, no, there are none. Again, fully accessible. So those are the things that it's good for you to know. There's a small membership. You want to pay $3 a month. You get a lot of extras. You can also do all that stuff your own. The developer never wants any money, so that's one thing that's really good about the developer. They never want a penny. But again, I think we could do some more. We could do a little bit more monetization, just a little bit, just a tiny bit more. If not in-game monetization with the in-game currency, could have more diversity. Just give us a little bit more so we can spend a little bit more. That would be really helpful. Make the leveling a little easier. But that's about it, folks. That's all I really have to say. Thank you for joining me here on Lost Vault Build It Mondays. Also combining into, in my opinion. So as you understand, these are not the opinions specifically reflected by the developer. These are my opinions as Michael Gray of Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything. And just keep in mind that my opinions are my own and in no means reflect what marvelous, magnificent, beautiful work that the developer has done with this game. We're all entitled to our opinion, as you are too. So leave me a comment. If you think I'm like out of touch or off kilter or wrong, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to have a conversation with you. Swing by my Discord, have a conversation. Swing by Lost Vault's Discord, join that community and offer your wonderful opinions. Exercise your instruments and offer the beauty, which is your voice, into the world. But that's going to be it for us today, folks. Getting kind of warm. I'm going to go ahead and drink some water, get some exercise in, get ready for my lunch date with Queen Angel. You all enjoy the rest of whatever part of the day it is for you. Join me next week on Build It Monday, and we'll maybe do a little bit more Lost Vault. Maybe every now and then, maybe once or twice a month, we'll sneak in some Lost Vault, because I want to make sure y'all know I haven't stopped playing it. I still love the game, so that's very important for y'all to know. But I got to go. Please, very much, truly so, take care.